All right, welcome to the vlog. Quick interjection. If you're new here, thank you for watching. But if you don't know, I make everything on this channel. The music, the thumbnails. That's why some videos don't currently have thumbnails, because I do everything myself and sometimes I don't have time. I don't use AI. I don't support AI. It's trash. It's garbage. It's lazy. And I'm trying to do something a little creative, okay? And if you have any care for that, please subscribe and all that kind of thing, right? Thank you so much. But quick interjection, I lost my GoPro, and that GoPro had literally the entire month worth of April on it. So this video is cobbled together from my phone clips, which I record those differently because they're meant for like quick little Facebook or Nextdoor posts. And so they're not really intended to be in the vlog necessarily. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. So I've cobbled this together, and I'm actually, it took a lot longer because the phone footage is harder to work with in my software for whatever reason. It's annoying. It's hard to explain, but I actually had a lot of fun making this, as long as it took, and it took a darn long time. I'll tell you why in the vlog itself, but listen, please subscribe if you have any care about someone that's trying to do a creative effort and putting in work and trying to give tips and doing the, like, listen, there's a lot that goes into these videos, these vlogs anyway. And look, if you have get anything out of this, enjoy it, like anything, just like, subscribe, leave a comment, be friendly, and wish me luck. Hopefully I can still maybe one day stumble upon that GoPro and upload the lost April vlog, right? But I've already gone too long in this little interjection. Please enjoy the vlog. All right, it is Wednesday, April the 1st, and for the first time in about a month, I'm going to take a little kind of a break. I am doing a couple quotes today, but we doubled up on lawns and got a lot done before this supposed rain. But I mean, it's still, pretty clear today. It's supposed to be storming all day long, 80% chance, and then now it's a 0% chance. So go figure. But so today's Wednesday. Tomorrow we have a pretty decent landscape cleanup. I'd say like 80 hedges, overgrown, weed pulling, pine straw to put down on one big landscape. So that'll probably take up the better part of the day. I don't know. I mean, I've got Corey helping me now. He's good. He's got experience, and he's here's the thing. He's really good. He knows what he's doing. It's the thing I talked about before, where you can see, like, he's got training, but he's got training from companies that are like, go, get it done faster, faster. Whereas I am like, get it done fast, but get it done well. If you have to slow down, slow down. Don't screw things up because you're in a hurry. Like, just because you ran a trimmer over something doesn't mean we're good to go. It's got to look good too. So there needs to be a happy medium, in my opinion. So anyway, we did a crap ton of work the last couple days. It was his first 2 days back in lawn care in a long time, and dude's wore out. Like, I get it. So he's taking today off. We're going to work most of the day tomorrow, and if that doesn't beat the crap out of him, we'll mow a couple on Friday. Because like I say, I worked through the weekend, got as much done as I could. We kind of doubled up on a few. We got a bunch of first cut cleanups done on Monday, and then a few maintenance cuts done on Monday and Tuesday. After he went home on Monday, let him go home at 5. It's just normal timing or whatever. I went back out. I mowed until 8. Okay, so like there was a lot that was done in those 2 or 3 days. Okay, but Thursday, big landscape. Friday, last couple lawns, and then Saturday and Sunday, it's supposed to actually be raining. It was supposed to be raining today. It was supposed to be raining tomorrow, Thursday, but it's not. So go figure, right? All that stressing for nothing. All right, here we are on the hedges. And now this job is pretty big, and it caused me to break my rule of not buying any new equipment. Obviously, the hedge trimmers there are brand new. Just bought them for this job because I tried to refresh an old pair, and the carburetors I keep getting, because I'm not ordering OEM. That's my fault. I'm just trying things, you know. But the carburetors I keep ordering don't have the right gaskets, and so I'm having to order the actual OEM gaskets for my old one, so that we can have, you know, 2 hedge trimmers. And that was another thing too, is I hired Corey, and so we actually do need 2 hedge trimmers, and I couldn't find a good use set, of course, on Marketplace in time for this job. So my hand was forced, right? I couldn't get away with this year with no new equipment, unfortunately.
All right, so we're making pretty good time on this one. Raking all the debris out, making a pile, getting ready for pine straw in this section. I did a hard cut back on all the hedges. Lost my footage on this Japanese maple. Go figure. But we've only been here since about 10-ish. And you know, that first little quarter over there is almost ready for pine straw. You can see I'm just doing hedges, he's doing weeds, and you know, he went through and cut out all the big stuff. Look at these things, man. Those things look great. I planted these about 8 years ago. Didn't lose a single one, and these were just tiny little, you know, $10 shrubs. Turned out amazing. But I've just got to trim these and this and then go around this side of the house. And so yeah, Corey's doing really well, making this a real quick job. You know, I'd normally be here all day. We might actually get done about 3, give or take. Too bad. And my guess is by the time I get to here with my trimming, he'll have the pine straw done in that section, and then he can rake it out kind of like he is now. And then by the time I'm done trimming these, he'll have pine straw down here. You know, it's kind of a continuous cycle, you know, just a little landscape loop. All right, see if I can get these recorded without the camera shutting off.
All right, you guys have no idea how long it took me to put that song together. And I did most of it tonight as I edit this video. And this is a total side tangent, by the way. But you know, I had to upgrade my music software, and when I did, the freaking developer, apparently when you upgrade, it deletes all of your work, essentially. And I had to remake that song, and I've been slowly remaking it, but I finished it tonight. And tonight alone, I had like 2 hours just in that song, re-recording and like re-remembering how to play those instruments. And you can hear the old version of that song in a lot of the old vlogs, right? But not only did I finish the song, I had the broad idea, like, I don't know, 3 hours into editing this vlog, that for that little portion where I was talking about like the Japanese maple and stuff, I made that portion tonight separate using a different arrangement of that song. So you have no idea, the little, what you just heard has so much work put into it. And the fact that you can hear the old version of that song, to me, that just sounds like a fun little scavenger hunt, man. I feel like if I had more views, I feel like people would have such fun just digging through some of this stuff. That's the kind of stuff that I nerd out about. But I don't know, man. I've really enjoyed making this vlog. It's 2 a.m. right now, okay, as I record this. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing this. The last two, I had so much fun making them. I don't know what it is, but yeah, this is just, I'm having a good time with this. And yeah, these hedges, man, I love them. They look great. They've turned out well. They've avoided blight. We had a really bad blight year a couple seasons ago, and these things are just as strong as can be, man. Here we are tucking some pine straw using the old handheld blower. And here's a hot take, okay? I think I like Steel's blower tubes better than Echo's. And I think it helps me tuck the pine straw better, you know? I think that slender, like, pointy tube, it's, you know, the tuckosity or the tuckitude of those pointy, skinny tubes, I think it's better, in my opinion. You know, the tuck factor, you know, is really great. You know, that whole bit sounded like an excerpt from one of those drag shows or those drag show TV shows or something, you know, talking about tucking, right? You know what I mean? All right, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But yeah, here's just the process of tucking pine straw, man. You've seen it 100 times. You got a bunch of tutorials, and if you're new here, you want to know how to do it, let me know. I can make a video. But the guy I learned it from was Blades of Grass. You know, he's got plenty of videos doing it himself and showing you how to do it as well. But you know, not everybody sees that stuff. So if you're here and you're wondering, hey, how does this work? Well, there you go. You take your blower and you kind of blow underneath. And when you lay your pine straw, you want to lay it just a little bit over the edges so that you have enough material to work with. If you don't have enough overlay, you don't really get that tuck. Because it actually, you can kind of see it, it kind of rolls under itself. And if you get a really good rhythm, it's very satisfying. Sometimes the grass likes to get in the way, though. Now, you saw me there fidgeting with that old GoPro because it had a weird glitch where it kept stopping. That's why I lost my footage of trimming the Japanese maple, which is really unfortunate. That would have been great to have in here. You know, this whole job could have been like its own vlog, basically, but I kept having camera issues. And now I don't have that camera, so.
All right, end result. Walking around taking pictures. It is about 4:30. Yeah, most of this first half was done by Corey. That looks good. Definitely no complaints on my end. Let's Get these crepe myrtles all framed up. Turned out very nice. I almost forgot to top these burning bushes over here, but so while we were working here, I had a maintenance company call me saying that they wanted some work done at a business in town. Can you believe they wanted me to pay 8% on every invoice? They have a fee for me working for them. And I said, no thank you, I will pass. Like, I said, what does the fee cover? Like, what is that even for? Oh, that's our expense, that covers our expenses. I said, if you want your expenses covered, you need to take that up with the company. And I know some of this stuff is probably like normal in the commercial world, but y'all gotta stop with that mess. Because you know what? If you don't let them do it, they won't do it. The only reason they do that crap to you guys is because you say yes to it. Because you're desperate to work commercial. You're desperate for an easy paycheck from what you think is a reliable source. And maybe it is, but if you're paying fees, man, you're out your mind. All done. All right, so I got done about an hour and a half on this one. Corey's still in the back doing a little bit of whatnot. So I got the ditches done all the way down. I mowed the front half with this the Ferris. Got all this stuff woodied up. Sounds like he's done. There he is, getting done over there. Now this one alone would normally take me about 3 hours. Today it's an hour and a half. And there we go. All done. All mowed up. On to the next one. Another lawn done. Trimmed and weeded. Mowed up. Here's the weed control doing its job. Everything curling up. Some was sprayed about a week ago. Stuff's working. All right, update on the rock job. It looks fantastic with the grass growing in. Totally different vibe with the grass turning green. Not too bad. All right, so here we are with some azaleas that last year were hit with a little bit of lace leaf bug. Lace leaf azalea or azalea lace leaf, whatever you want to call it. You can tell because it looks like this kind of weird speckly nonsense, and the whole plant looked just like this as opposed to the nice new foliage that's growing. So the lace leaf typically doesn't kill the azalea, it just makes it look really ugly, and then old foliage will never recover. So you want to stay on top and kind of protect the new stuff, you know. So we'll give it just a little bit more just to make sure that we're good. Give it a little bit more treatment, because I can already see on this new foliage, see a little bit of stuff coming up, and that's what we've got coming in. So we're gonna put just a little bit more down to try and protect these azaleas and keep them going and keep them putting out these nice blooms. You can see that right there. Great color. As far as the rest of the landscape, it's looking great. Did pine straw about 3 weeks ago, I think, and I pulled one weed here. So whenever you get your full service, you're gonna get pine straw, weed pulling, weed clearing. Oh, I got one weed. So I pulled 2 weeds here. If I can get it. There we go. But you're going to get pine straw, weed pulling, spraying. You're going to get weed prevention, and then everything gets fertilized when you're on full service. And that'll kind of maximize the aesthetic, keep things as clean as we can keep them, and keep things blooming, right? So this is, again, full service account, weed control, fertilization, pruning, pine straw, all the good stuff. All right, here we are in the middle of some hollies, cutting them down, wildly overgrown, but it's gonna be much easier to maintain in the future. All right, got 2 more hollies to cut. Got all those last week. Just gotta clean up the tops, cut these 2, put out the straw. We'll be good to go. All right, so here's the holly job. This is the second pile, and this is actually half the size of the first pile. And you can see I took the limbs off the bone and left my tree cobs over here. Oh, they're called trunks. Shut up. But I'll show you. These are left for city pickup, but the first stack came out to like here. And you'll see the hollies that we cut back here in a minute, but that's a lot of work. The pile's taller than me. Thank God for city pickup.
Yes, so this holly job was a big one, man. We split it into 2 days across 2 different weeks, and you can see just how tall that one is. I left it there in this picture, but when you cut it, boom. And that one was thick too. It was sketchy up there on that little slope on a little ladder, trying not to hit that fence. But it turned out great, and I'm happy to say, man, even with the drought, man, those hollies are filling back in, and they're going to look amazing in the next year or two whenever I can start actually shaping them up proper. Super excited to see that in the next few years. But this job was a big one. Even the city pickup guys got a little pissy with how much material there was. But this job, the next one, I lost all of this footage doing their mulch and doing their hedges. And there was a lot of... So this one gets full service. Weeds, weed prevention, insecticide, fungicide. They get the lawn treated. All that. I lost it on that GoPro. And, tragedy, man. Now there's my lawn, my personal lawn. I actually had a day to do my own pine straw for once. I think it's the first time in years I've had done landscape. And look at that lawn. And of course it's done late because we always work. This guy has a bag of ice on his engine. Is that a thing? I've never in my life heard of the bag of ice trick. Alright, so here's a couple of cores from our aerator that we bought, the little Toro. Not too bad on some dry ground. It did rain a little last night, so it's kind of broken them up, and I did put a little fertilizer out, you can see. But not too bad for a cheap little old aerator, right? Look at that lawn. Looking good, looking good. And yep, I'm running the sprinkler, man. We're going on a month without rain. It sucks. All right, and here we are spraying some zoysia, and I believe in this video we are doing we might be doing weed control and then our micro. I believe it's the micros. Because that water is darker. I was thinking earlier that it was the pre-emergence, but I do believe it's like humic acid and kelp in this one. Which this lawn's looking great. When I'm doing this with all these chemicals and a blanket spray, I am running a little light on the weed killer. Which typically is going to be, for me, change up. It's not going to get a lot of those grassy weeds out, but it's been doing really good on the broadleaf stuff and a couple little odds and ends. Really, really good product. Yeah, this zoysia is turning out great. It has been a little bit slow because the weather's been insane, and that's just zoysia life, right? This one also doesn't have irrigation, so it's just kind of been waiting on rain, and we finally got it, man. I'm excited to actually see it. We've got, as I record this, it's been raining for the last 3.5 days, and it's supposed to rain for the next 6 days. That's right, 6 days it's going to be raining. I don't know what we're going to do this week, but we're going to figure it out. One thing I'm not even really that worried because we've got chemicals down, we got fertilizer down, and I've got lawns I need to aerate that I couldn't aerate because it's been so dry. So I'm totally fine not being able to go and do a ton of lawns. You know what I mean? It's for once it's not the worst thing in the world, and this would only be the second time in the last 10 years that I've had to skip lawns because of rain. So it's kind of worked out perfectly. So the next few clips are all from the same day. This was a solo day. All these lawns on the 20th, everything you see until sunset, man, I'll bust through these lawns. And that's pretty typical when I'm solo, right? I make my list and I go through it until I absolutely cannot mow anymore. And that's a good thing to have. It's a good reason to have commercials on your list, because you can go as early as you want and you can stay as late as you want, and you're typically not going to be bothering anyone mowing at a commercial lot at, past sunset, just mowing with the street lights, right?
Here's a good example of treatments. No treatments in this area because of pets. And then when we walk outside, this is the area that we do treatments to. And these are all mowed the same grass seed put out last year. And there's a few little stress spots for about a month without a significant rain, but it does look significantly better than the inside there. And it's just further proof that lawn treatments can actually build you up pretty well for drought tolerance and drought stress. The right things at the right time will just really prep your lawn to stand up to the heat a lot better. Here's lawn number 7, and a little quick chat about this one. A lot of people wouldn't post it because look, all the brown patches, right? Looks horrible, looks dead. Oh no. Well, not quite. When you get up on it, you're gonna notice there's Bermuda grass in all these little thinned out areas. Okay, so like you get these little bare spots, but then you got Bermuda, and that's what we're working on here. Just trying to get these little Bermuda sprigs to spread out and fill in slowly but surely. And basically, this is a really good way to get a really nice lawn, as long as you're patient, okay? And as long as you let the chemicals do the work that they need to do, and let the Mother Nature, take care of things. Now, Mother Nature has not been taking care of things. We're in about a month and a half, maybe almost 2 months drought right now. So we've not had rain, but even without rain, all this little light green that you're seeing right here, that is your Bermuda sprigs. And if we're fortunate enough to get the rain they're predicting in May, I predict that by the end of May, this thing is going to look like $1 million. I have cut back on the weed control portion itself, just because, any killing chemicals does have the potential to hinder the good stuff too. It kind of slows it down. It's safe on it, but it can slow it down, right? But look, even this light green tinge, none of that was there earlier in the season. It's because these little Bermuda sprigs spread that fast, even in the drought.
All right, and there we are, still on the 20th, man. We're going, and we are wrapping it up, though, and you'll see just how dark I let it get, man. I'm not playing around. When I got to get done before some rain, I got to get done, right? But yeah, that's the solo life. That's lawn care in the spring, even in a drought scenario, we go right up to the end point, right? But hey, listen, that's it for this one. if you have enjoyed this or gotten anything at all out of it, I really hope you subscribe and like and all that kind of stuff. It's not a big deal if you don't, but it'd be cool if you did. A lot more coming out. It's going to be slower. These are taking a long time to edit. I'm having too much fun with it and getting a little too OCD. So, make it worth my OCD, man. Stick around, leave a comment, and tell me what you want to see, because I can include that. I can make a standalone video, whatever you like, but appreciate you sticking around.